I don't trust elevators anymore. I've seen too many horror movies about them. I always take the stairs.
Better exercise. You'll live longer.
Yeah.
Oh, I need like a little dubious squirrel graphic down in the corner, don't I? That's too late for that.
Should do, really.
You don't have it. You don't have a dubious squirrel graphic. You don't have a Teos graphic.
No one wants a Teos graphic. You're a stealth Teos. Remember, I heard you were banned or something. All right, they're both locked. Everybody's locked.
All right, we're going in.
Kind of deep tonight, bitch.
Oh, hang on. They're not entirely locked because they're changing lances.
Yeah, they should have been careful not to ready up there.
No, they have to call locked in chat before they finally.
You know how that goes. It's a good. This is why I'm not running the lobby, because I would have launched that shit.
Yeah, I was just about to, and then I thought, hang on, this is Dio I'm dealing with.
Wow. Yeah, DPS is 20 tons under what Smoke Adders is running. This is exactly how they got us in TOC when we fought them. We didn't use the tonnage available, and that really hurt us.
It's quite a bit of tonnage to give up.
Yep. That does worry me a bit.
Yeah, it's not trivial.
We're at about 1 minute, so... Yep, they're locked. Okay.
Actually, I might suggest...
Launch it, Dubious. They're locked.
Yeah, alright. Might suggest DPS are going for a brawl push. Let's find out. Alright. We're into the match.
Alright, looking at Smoke Adders. We have John Bronco in an LBX PPC Veagle. Aquanatus in a Vomit Grasshopper.
DPS has brought LRMs in a
Therax in a medium laser javelin. Rick 88's in the Flea with small pulse. Vindicated in the rotary bushwhacker, and he's already taken a lot of CT damage actually. And what am I missing here? Unfearing and an Annihilator 2A. I'm gonna assume that's AC2s.
There's an early Flea fight over Kappa. Looks like SA are gonna take it. No,
double Fleas, Wolfhound? Yeah, I'm seeing those Lurms. Wow, the Flea's gonna die to Lurms right at the start.
That must feel bad. Is he legged? Oh, nope, he's gone.
Yep. Yeah, he was legged, and then the Lurms just... I think it was the Lurms that actually legged him. Lions Cubs taking Kappa at the center.
And DPS has a 3 cap.
On DPS, we've got...
Levels in my favourite Lurm mech with Treb.
PPC Beagle. PPC Summoner. There's not enough time really to go through the mechs on this one. We've got a medium pulse Wolfhound. So they've got what, Lurms in the backfield back there? Awesome 8R, Nightgear, and a Trebuchet, so that's their Lurms right there.
Yeah, it's two Lurm mechs.
Is the Nightgear Lurms as well?
No. The Nightgear is Dakar.
Okay.
This is actually super interesting. I never thought to see Lurms on this map. This is kind of new, and
Yeah, Unfearing, I haven't looked at him. Yeah, 6 AC2s like you would expect. He's got a PPC as a secondary.
I mean, jeez, it's working for them so far.
Well, with DPS on the 3 cap, Smoke Adders is going to have to do something, take the initiative.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting them, so I certainly wasn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
So they lost their flea. That is a loss, but it's not terrible loss on DPS. The fleas are super fragile anyway.
Unfortunately, though, because DPS has the 3 cap, then the loss of the flea will make it very difficult to get the cap advantage back without flat out killing everyone.
Yes, Mikotas are going to need to make some kind of decision and make a push.
I think they have to deal with this cluster behind the ship. If they don't deal with that, it's just going to continue to rain on him the whole match.
Yeah.
It does seem like the mechs up here are actually getting some decent shots on them and could actually put pressure on that spot, but... Alright, here we go. They're actually starting to move in now. Probably a little too late. The Annihilator 2A is already down to 63%, and that's a lot of tonnage to lose early.
These SA mechs that are trapped at the corner of the cave are just cannot get any shots in. Once it's the Grasshopper and the Veagle.
Yeah, and the Grasshopper should be applying a lot of damage to these Lurm mechs if he can.
Fighting over at the bridge, but it seems DPS is going to take the lead on that.
They've pushed the ship yet, but with only a 2.5 man, it kind of looks half-hearted.
Big fight developing in the water here. Looks like Unfearing's going to go down if he's not
Unfearing's going to drop.
Annihilator's there. He
Night Gear's going to drop next.
CQ is in trouble. Yeah, he's down next.
Yep, I think DPS now just pushes them and finishes the match. Yep, Lion Cub coming in behind the Bushwhacker.
Bushy's down. It's just a matter of Javelin, Veagle, and Grasshopper.
Wow, interesting strat from DPS. I was not expecting this at all. It's worked for them.
Wait, who is muted?
Who'd have thunk it?
Surprising start for DPS, coming out on top of Smoke Adders. Unconventional strat, but it seems to have worked. And it obviously was not what Smoke Adders was expecting at all.
I don't think it's what anyone was expecting, and that's probably why it worked.
Yeah.
I will readily admit that my prediction of a brawl was completely wrong.
Well, and I mean, if that's the case, maybe that's why Smoke Adders set up to receive a brawl and instead got lurmed to death.
I thought it was going to be a standard trading match, to be honest. I didn't expect brawls from either teams. This is out of the box. This is great.
Did they bring any lurms when we scrimmed them a week or two ago?
The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
Gosh, alright. DPS takes the first round. Nicely done.
I'm just going to copy the numbers down in case, but I think they're going to be responsible for it.
If you could throw it to me, I can get you the scoreboard. Let's see. Oh wow, level with
PM'd it to you.
Trebuchet farming for 667 damage.
Wow, yeah. So the Trebuchet and the Awesome both Lurms top out the top 2 damages. Annihilator 2A obviously coming in at 495 is not surprising. Summoner with PPCs out damaging the PPC Veagle is a little surprising, but I do like good Summoner.
The flea went Rick in the Flea went down for 31 damage. I mean,
Yeah.
he got caught out.
Yes, he did.
None were expecting that. I mean, that was just rough luck. That's really interesting.
All right, Dio, I have actually put up the scoreboard in the Discord if you want to see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I need to make another source, don't I, for that?
Oopsies. There we go.
Can you screenshot that and send me the?
Of course.
Yeah, although I think that says everything that was on. That actually says everything that was on the scoreboard we just showed. So I don't think that really helps us, does it?
This will also include team damage and everything else like that.
Do you have? Okay, that's probably getting too complicated for me to start trying to build it in the stream. Looking at it.
Yeah. Ah well. Let's see. Quick damage rundown. Unfearing getting top on smoke adders with the 495. The Lermboats putting out a lot of damage. You have level with the Trebuchet getting 667. Redbeard with the Awesome getting 531. Weapon W with the Summoner putting out 515. So not a Lermboat, but still doing third to top damage.
Was that triple PPCs or just double?
Yes, it was a triple
okay.
PPC Summoner. And
so Summoner greater than Vapor Eagle is what you're saying? Polly will appreciate that probably.
Polly will fight me if I say the Summoner is better. But yeah, unfortunately the Flea did get that double D, but he did get caught out very early. And not a lot of team damage from anyone. There were no safe strikes. Though I guess with strikes being nerfed, the age of the safe strike might be over.
Nice steady camera work, Dio. I'm just watching the stream on delay. That's the way.
Tried not to move it too much.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. I remember that. I think it was Level, who had the shaky cam one time.
No one wants a nosebleed stream. Just annoys people.
Really gave you the feel of how competitive the match was, though. When even the camera is shaking.
MTV cam. All right, we're looking at Caustic now. Got the map up. If you guys want to draw on the pic, draw a penis on it or whatever it is you do.
Yeah, Tias, do you want to scribble on it?
Yep.
Yeah. Give me one moment. I need the link again. Did you send it? You did. No. Did. Oh yeah. Nope. I got it. Let's see. Well, I mean, I was predicting a brawl before, and they brought Lerms, so I can't really predict a brawl here. I'm like, if there is any map in the game to bring Lerms in comp, it's typically Caustic, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we're looking at here. Let's see, let me get the strat up. So, personally, I do believe...
Have they given it away on the first one? Would they bring Lerms? Do a double bluff for the second map?
No. I mean, so... Personally, I'm of the opinion that the Team 2 side is stronger because you have the D6, D5 ridge here, of which you can set up map control. Team 2 would typically go for Sigma, Kappa, Theta, while Team 1 would go for Gamma, Theta, Epsi. However, because... I don't want to rule out Lerms anymore because of the first drop, so there's a very solid chance that Team 1 may just go up and then either Hill Hump, Caldera, if they have Narc with on that Treb, then they pretty much kill everything. And I'm assuming SA is going to take control of the D6, E6 high ground and just sort of go for map control. Unless somebody just decides to do a brawl and then just tears the whole thing right up down the middle. But, I will say I have no predictions about how these teams are going to play after how that first match went.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm really not sure. I thought I had this figured out, but apparently not. And this is the great thing about Necro Online, especially after the last patch. I'm really fascinated what the next patch is going to do in the when is it? The next week or so? About a week,
June
and
20th, 15 days, I think.
what does that cover? Is that rescale patch as
So that's
well?
No,
gonna
I
be.
believe
It's
that's
not gonna
quirks.
apply till week 4 then, right?
It's
Okay.
quirks is the pass. So I would not be surprised if SA did a last minute shuffle and brought a Corsair now. I would not be surprised if they chose that as their assault mech for the next drop, simply because of how this match went.
Maybe we'll have enough time on this one to run through the mechs before things actually start happening.
It is a bigger map. We'll probably have time.
I felt pressed for time there, where it's like I'm trying to look at what's on their mechs and I can't because the match has already started. And I really like to look at the mechs and see what people have brought. Speaking of which, previous match, Scout Derek ran an Executioner on Forest Colony. Did anybody actually get the build on that?
I did not. However, I can ask him.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody in Twitch chat will have noticed it. Because I tuned in right when the match was almost over, so I missed it. Smoke Adders is locked, Dubious. We've got 5 minutes on DPS.
Do that.
I was actually very happily surprised to see how much the Executioner has been coming back in Div A and some Div B rounds. I mean, the mech was never truly bad, but I do believe that after the Agility and Mask pass, it's gotten really strong again. Also with the clan, with the buff that clan Laser Vomit has got now.
I'm going FK for 30 seconds. Be right back.
Yes, sir. Dubious, are you back?
I am.
Alright, they are locked on both sides now.
Oh, okay, we're going to jump straight in. Here we go, drop 2. What's going to happen? Nobody knows.
Except you in the future.
We will. Everyone watching won't, because we're 5 minutes into the future.
We are 5 minutes in the future, that's correct. Or are we 5 minutes in the past?
Oh god, relativity's so confusing. Tiny little mind gets so confused.
Ah, squirrels. Just think about your nuts.
I mean, if you think about it, time on Caustic and time on Terra are going at 2 different speeds because they're on different planets. So, a match in Terra wouldn't take as long as a match on Caustic.
Alright, so looking at DPS.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point.
Got Lion's Cub in a Vulcan. 5 medium pulse. We've got what looks like a medium pulse brawl, maybe. Weapon W also in a Wolfhound with 5 medium pulse. Levels in the Trebuchet. That's going to be Lerms again. Siso's in a, or Siso is in a Commando SRMs. He's running for the cap. We've got a 9A1 with Ultras. We've got a Corsair. There's your Corsair right there. With PPC's Gauss and 4 AMS. 2 of them laser AMS. And we've got Juice in a 5 LPL Rifleman.
Now, it's surprising to see that DPS was the one who brought the AMS instead of Smoke Adders.
We've got Rick 88 in a Flea, and Thrax in a 6 medium pulse wolf found at the cap already. Vindicated in a PPC Veagle.
Speaking of the Executioner.
There's another Executioner. We do like the Executioners lately. This one's PPCs and ER mediums.
An Ice Ferret.
What have we got back here? Sitting up high on the hills, Nightgear H with Ultra 2s and AC 2s. That's a favorite mech of Near Salons. And then we've got 5 ER large on an Annihilator 1P. And I think I missed a couple mechs there.
Dio, if you could find their Ice Ferret, I'm very curious to see what he's running.
Who's in the Ice Ferret? Aquanatus? Let's see. Kappa, you say. Aha, I found him. He is running a 2 ER PPC. Yep.
That mech needs to strip 3 tons of ferrofibrous armor in order to fit that.
Yep.
It is very fragile.
We've got Lion's Cub taking the 3 cap now with Theta. Unfearing is taking Kappa back from them at the same time, so...
Smoke Adders
took the early Theta cap.
Yep.
Defending it very well. They're getting pushed off now.
Actually, yeah, Lion's Cub's just been forced off of it again, so Smoke Adders definitely has the 3 cap for the moment.
What felt like a lot of damage, but he's only at 84%.
And it looks like Smoke Adders is going to have a 4 cap in just a second.
Yep. DPS lights are going to fight on Kappa, but they're not going to get there soon enough. Ice Ferret's kind of warding them off with the ER PPCs as well.
This is something that kind of worried me when we were looking at Caustic as well, as how easy it is to get balled up in a spot like this. And in one of our scrims, this actually bit us in the butt. And you can see how Smoke Adders is spread out well. They've got lots of angles, lots of fire lines. And DPS is just trapped in a little hole here.
And it seems that just generally Smoke Adders brought a lot more range than DPS, so this may go in Smoke Adder's favor if DPS can't get a push. However, Lion's Cub did manage to neutralize Theta before being pushed off.
Level's slinging out the Lerms, but mostly ineffectually at the moment, and he's taking a lot of damage up front. He's having to get his own locks and give up armor.
Level's gone yellow. I think he's open CT now.
Yeah, let's take a look at him.
What's up? What you guys doing?
We are currently shoutcasting.
The stream, please quiet and chat. I was watching KDCM versus Oops earlier in their match, and KDCM managed to pull out a points victory against Oops, and they did it very well.
Yep.
Not against Oops,
we're going to
against
see that
MMP.
here.
KDCM got the point victory against
That was their one win.
Yeah, that one win. It was expertly played.
Level with the Lerms pushing off the mechs on Kappa. DPS still managing to hold on to that 3 cap, although they're being neutralized now. Commando's not quite getting the cap at Theta.
And still no one has dropped yet. That is very
I'm
surprising.
surprised Level's actually been able to hold himself there for a while now. He stopped giving up armor, I think.
You have Direwolf in the Victor. It's not confusing at all.
And then is there Victor in the Direwolf?
I don't know. See, Vindicated in the Veagle is has taken some pretty serious damage. I believe he's playing more conservatively now. But
I'd like to watch some of this Executioner play from Unfearing.
Yeah, Vindicated seems to be the only one who's really on death's
Siso's
door right now.
diving the Executioner, giving him a hard time,
Lerms.
pushing him down. Lerms are raining in. Executioner's taking a lot of damage, but so has the Commando. Commando can't handle that.
Wolfhound managed to force off the Commando, but it seems that DPS is making their move
Strikes
now.
hitting Unfearing. Just a little bit of damage. Yeah, oh, that one actually hit pretty hard.
Unfury needs to back off now, but they are backing into the covering fire of the Annihilator, and DPS seems to be a little hesitant to push that, as now the Nightgear and the Annihilator are able to get the full covering fire.
Gated has gone down.
Vindicated dropped. Nice.
Kill of the match. DPS are looking kind of low on the armor department. They could be in trouble if they're not careful.
And the Ice Ferret is actually behind them, firing from Kappa, getting a slew of PPC backshots.
Yeah, although it looks like they've, Lion's Cub is pushing on the Ice Ferret now.
Ooh.
Probably going to neutralize him. If he can catch him, he'll neutralize him, but the Ice Ferret is so fast.
And it's not very tanky though. However, Lion's Cub is at 63%, so it may be a fair fight between the two of them.
Unfearing's dropped. However, the DPS mechs are all in the red. Well, red and yellow. Smoke Adders is still looking pretty fresh, but...
Oh, and the first DPS is dropped.
Yep.
Thylas and the Corsair.
Rick 88's dropped. Nier hates me.
See. The Nightgear of Smoke Adders is gone. PsyQ. Level's getting pushed now. Oh, but Direwolf gets the back shot on Therax.
This is
before Therax can
definitely
take out
another win for
Longbow.
DPS back to back.
Yeah.
No, the juice is self-destructed.
Bronco last remaining with the Annihilator 1P. He can probably kill several of them, but he just doesn't. There's no way he's going to be able to win the cap game at this point.
If he can kill all
DPS
of them,
here busy upsetting their seeding.
Definitely.
Great work. And also, Dio, we're playing DPS next week, so
That
we
is
need
correct.
to be careful of them. They're
Take
obviously
notes.
stronger than they're letting on.
Yep.
Oh, Lions
Surrounding the
Club
1P,
getting
getting
shot.
back shots. Yep.
I want to know if the Annihilator can get a kill before this is over. The Wolfhound and the Commando both look very beat up. Oh, but they might be too low for his pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lions Co with the back shot puts him down.
Wow, what a great match.
So there
GG
were
DPS.
lerms, but not as much as I was expecting.
So it's all up to Smoke Adders now. They need to put some work in over the next couple of drops.
Yep, DPS has plenty of time to finish flipping caps.
The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
The next match is what? Canyon? I
It is
believe?
Canyon, yes.
Alrighty. I really don't know what to expect anymore, since DPS brought a mid to close range deck save for the Lerm boat on Caustic, and they brought Lerms on Forest, so I'm just going to stop trying to predict things.
Alright, we've got Level with 873 damage in a Trebuchet. That was his Lerms. PsyQ with 625 in the Nightgear. That was the AC2s and Ultra 2s combo that Nier loves so much. And then we've got Juice in third place with the, what was that, 5 large pulse rifleman? That's pretty sensible. Fourth place, 546 damage is the Wolfhound with 6. Was that 6 large pulse on that Wolfhound, or was it 5? That was 5.
Yeah, 6 medium pulse on the DPS
Or, yeah,
Wolfhound.
6. Yeah, you're right. 5
Sorry,
medium
6 on
pulse.
the
I said large
Smoke Adder
pulse.
Wolfhound. 5 on Syso's Wolfhound.
Oh, very good match.
Level has gotten top damage in both matches now, each round in the
It's-
Trebuchet 7M.
With Lerms, it's not really that surprising as long as he's applying damage consistently the whole match. So
Let's see. The Corsair, unfortunately, getting that 60 damage just put down before he can get many shots off. Let's see. Ice Ferret pulling up 349. 389. Second highest on Smoke Adders.
all right, we're looking at Canyon now, Tios and Dubious.
Yep.
Let me get that up.
And this is a team swap as well, I think, for the third drop. Yeah, it's a team swap.
So, let's see. Dio, let me know once you have the map chat open.
I do have it open.
Alright.
I have had it open.
So, I'm not sure how other people feel about the new Theta. However, I'm of the opinion that it's the old Theta, because of the cover it had. It was very much whichever light can get there first and just hide in a little corner has it. But now I feel like Theta is much more based on the bigger mechs. As far as like if you have Overwatch and Echo 5 or anything like that, then it's much harder for any side to grab Theta. Let's see.
Yeah, it does seem like I do like the idea of the commando taking Theta and then having a medium or something immediately behind him, overwatching him, you know, making sure that he's safe, get him out of there when it's good.
So I would expect, actually, well, I don't know what to expect. SA has been pretty tried and true so far in both rounds. They've gone for map control. So I would imagine that they would most likely set up traders in C5, maybe one in C4, C3, just in the common areas like that.
Do we need to switch the sides for these teams, or have you done it already?
I've done it.
Okay.
So I'm expecting SA to take the more traditional poking spots here. Probably aim for map control, since that was their goal in both Forest and Caustic. DPS has been a wild card, though. I would not be surprised if DPS put a Lerm Trebuchet in the lower D4 channels that are near center, and then just have him Pop-Tart Lerms the entire match.
Don't expect any Lerms on this map. But I didn't expect any on the first map either. I think after 2 drops, if you're going to bring Lerms for the so confused.
What's Wolverine mean by comp alt names?
SA are only one drop away now from losing their seed or having a seed upset occur.
That being
They
said,
really pull this out of the bag. I expect them to go try hard. They need to.
That being said, yeah, they could still pull a 3-round win here.
Oh, they could do, yeah. It's all to play for.
I gotta quit picking on Nier now, I think. He's not here to grumble at me and say no.
And DPS is locked.
If I was SA, I'd be feeling kind of unsteady now. I'd be like, okay, do we need to question in the middle of this match what we brought for this drop? Should we make any last-minute changes? I think that's a mistake. I don't think you should make last-minute changes in the face of losses. You need to stick what you've trained with, but just be smart about it. But I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. DPS are being unpredictable.
Yep. DPS is locked, so we're on Smokeadder's clock now. I don't know how long though, I wasn't paying attention, honestly.
A minute ago or so.
Are there any matches coming up after this one?
Let me
Tonight
check
is
this.
TSLL against... I don't remember who they're up against. Give me 10 seconds. TSLL is in... Ooh, I don't actually know who they're up against.
The next one we might be in time for is Timp versus CDUB. That's in an hour and 20 minutes.
I don't think I'll be streaming another one, but it was just glad we got at least a few of them down today. There's a lot of matches that go completely under the radar just because there's not enough streamers.
Mm.
Alright.
Yeah, show me more streamers. This
Smokeouters
really
is
great
ready
content.
but not locked yet. I think it's better to have one person, like the captain, not ready up until they're actually ready to be locked, just in case. Unfearing now says he's locked, so they're ready to go, Dubious.
Right, let's do it. Smokeadders need this win.
Definitely. Alright, I'm looking at Aquanatus with an Executioner, 3 ER PPCs, 7 Micropulse. That's a little less than you can put on it. 5 medium lasers on a Flea. 5 medium pulse on Thorax's Wolfhound Grinner. Veagle 1 with Vindicated and 3 RPPCs. Nightjeer D with 2 Gauss and 1 medium and 2 large ER large lasers. Unfearing with the 1P with 3 ER large lasers and 2 ER PPCs. That's interesting. John Bronco with a 3 ER PPC Summoner. Hopping over to the other side of the map, we've got Lion's Cub in the Flea, probably running for the side cap. Saiso in the Commando, running for the center cap.
If you could be so kind as to bring up the health bars on the top.
Yep, there we go, thank you. Weapon W with the ER PPC Summoner. Death Strike, 2 Gauss, 2 ER large and 4 ER mediums. Good Pants with the Vapor Eagle with 3 ER PPCs. What are we missing here? We've got a
Black
Warhammer,
Widow.
Light Gauss ER PPC Black Widow. And on the cap that was the Flea. Alright, I think we're gonna have to get over the match now.
And no LRMs. Seems DPS did not want to try it for a third time.
Yep, it looks like Smokeadders is probably going to win the Theta cap based on what's happening right now. Both teams have spread out fairly far on the map, but Smokeadders is a little more encircled than DPS is.
It's a good spread from both teams. This is looking like a tradey match, which is probably appropriate for this map.
DPS has Overwatch on Epsilon. I'm not sure SA will be able to grab it. Oh, and let's see. Yep, Annihilator 1P
This
is...
Annihilator Juice is going to suppress the Epsilon cap for as long as he can. Rick's, yeah, he's managed to pull it off with his Flea.
It's a 2-on-2 cap, now it's who can get Theta.
Meanwhile,
DPS is making a move
Theta,
for Theta?
yep, DPS is diving Theta with 2 mechs, and Smokeadders has fallen out. Lion's Cub is getting his mech in there. Yep, Theta, so they have the 3 cap now. It's on Smokeadders to figure something out.
Annihilator 1P was just a little bit too short in denying that cap on Theta.
Yeah, I can see that.
Interesting build though. I have not seen the 3 ER large, 2 ER peep Annihilator before.
I personally, I don't see, I mean, maybe, but I think I prefer to be able to fire all 5 ER large in one big alpha.
I'm just
Yeah, me
surprised
too.
because you would have to lead with the peeps and then immediately go to hit scan.
Yeah, and instead you
is-
can fire all 5 ER large in
It
one
is an
big
interesting
critical,
build.
or not
Yeah.
critical, but
I am curious to hear what his rationale behind that is.
looks like Smoke Adders are trying to creep up on Theta and get something to happen here.
Unfortunately for Smoke Adders, DPS has fully capped Theta, so sending a light over there they will have quite the
Oh, you mean
warning
Kappa,
before
yeah.
they can flip it. So yeah,
Yeah.
Kappa, my bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's interested in Kappa at all. There's no mechs anywhere near there at this point.
Which is interesting. I thought that would have been a clear sign that the flea could go try to grab it.
Well, you have to know that there's no one there, and they probably don't.
Yeah.
And basically everything Theta's no man's land as well now. No one's fighting anywhere near anything. Most of the fight now appears to be happening around the Epsilon cap.
Yeah, Smoke Adders are pushing heavy on the Epsilon.
Smoke Adders pushing in on the left here.
Low ground though, they could
Executioner's
be in trouble.
taking the lead and probably doing most of the tanking here. Direwolf's Death Strike up close and is probably gonna take a lot of damage here. John Bronco whiffing with the Summoner over the Direwolf though. He's got to be feeling pretty bad about that miss.
Aquanatus is in a very
Two lights.
unfavorable
Juice is
spot.
down.
Oh,
Juice
wow.
is Juice is
Down in the
annihilated down.
Annie.
I think we
Looks
missed
like,
we
Ferex
missed
is
a
gonna-
light
yeah,
dive on
Ferex
them.
is down. Rick
So-
88 needs to make a run for it.
Yep, they've traded a Grinner for an Annihilator. That's not a horrible
That's a
trade.
good tonnage trade.
And Direwolf in the Madcap Mark II is looking like he's near the end here. Yep, he's just in full-on charge mode at this point. And now he's dropped by the Executioner.
Direwolf Sane goes down.
John Bronco and the Summoner is currently on death's door.
Aquanatus twisting and
And
trading in
Smoke
his Executioner.
And Smoke Adders is taking this time to grab Theta.
Yep, Theta's flipping. Commando's running back to Theta, and probably a mistake for him to leave the main fight.
It is too late though. The Vapor Eagle was just barely able to just do the slightest sliver cap.
Looks like Good Pants' Veagle is going to drop.
And Lion is
Lion's
legged,
Cub is
and
down.
he's down. And Good Pants is dropped. This seems to be just a Smoke Adders cleanup now.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like Smoke Adders is going to get this. They sorely needed it. They're pulling it out of the bag just in time.
Yeah, we've got Psyche's Nightjeer over here on the left getting lots of good flank shots on their backline.
Thylos and the Warhammer has been open for a long time. I'm surprised he's still rolling. Oh, and he's dropped. Psyche's been putting out work this match.
Weapon W is all that's left with Syso's Commando trying to run around and maybe secure a backshot kill on the Executioner.
Weapon has been spreading damage pretty well though.
I mean, Summoners can spread damage. I have seen a Summoner down to, 10-11% health many times, so I'm not...
Will he be able to drop the Executioner before it's too late?
I think our Executioner has been twisting this entire match. Let's see what he looks like. Yeah, look at that. He's twisted off almost every last bit of his armor.
And the Flea and Unfearing are now coming in. This is the end for Weapon.
Yep, look at that. 11% Summoner, 10%
He's
just
still
before it
rolling?
died.
Oh,
Enough
he
resources.
dropped.
We failed.
Wow, really solid fight from both teams. I couldn't have called it up until about 2/3 of the way in. Interesting matches tonight. Oh, let's have a look at the damage spread. Aquanatis, 706 damage in the Executioner, very nice. Good damage spread across the rest of SA. They definitely had the advantage here in terms of trading ability.
Yeah, the execution. I think the Nightjar, and I probably missed a lot of what he was doing because he was kind of off on the left low, not really anywhere you could pay attention to what he was doing. But he was over there, you know, flanking, shooting their backline the whole time.
For DPS, Weapon W took the lead in terms of damage with this summoner. Yeah, solid 579.
He has been scoring pretty consistently high for DPS each round. In fact, I want to say he got DPS's top damage in Forest as well.
So it's all still to play for. SA, they still need to win the next 2 drops if they're going to win the match overall. DPS still in the lead.
Yeah, looking at what have we got, Rubelite and Terra Therma. I would expect, you know, more traditional mid and long range trading. So I think Smoke Adders is probably going to come out on top there. There's less room for Lurms. Who's on Terra Therma team? Is it team 1 that's on the top that has the Fox 6 hull? Well, anyway, let's look at the next map, Dubious.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Next map, Rubelite. This is an interesting map. Lots of verticality, lots of different sneaky routes. What are we going to see, TS? What do you think?
I really don't know. Like, DPS brought Lurms, drop 1, then brought Lurms in mid-range, drop 2, and now they just went full trade, drop 3, and then they lost. So I'm not sure what they're going to do here. It did feel like DPS played a lot more of SA's game, as SA has been trying to do the trading match each drop. So I think DPS may be trying to go for something a little more brawly or something a little out of pocket here instead
Ruby's, there are brawl paths on Ruby, but Ruby's a very solid match, especially for Team 1 to play a longer range shooting game.
I do believe Team 1 is the stronger Rubelite side.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about Team 1 is you don't have a very good view of Theta at the start.
Yeah, so Team 1 has a very strong advantage on getting Epsilon, so then they can get Epsilon, Theta, Gamma, and then pretty much, this is the wrong key, set up Echo 4, maybe a Pop-Tart in these spots if you feel like it. Meanwhile, Team 2, they're pretty much going Kappa, Sigma, Theta, however... let's see, Team 2 can set up poking from Fox 6, Echo 7, maybe Echo 6 here. There's something to be said about the ramps here. It's not very flattering, but it's workable. Actually, I think the ramp might be over here. So, there are plenty of spots to trade from should DPS choose to do it, but I'm just not sure. This is a team where, even though this is DPS's first time under that name, there have been multiple teams under level in the past, and teams under him have, well, sort of made their reputation for just trying things that are very unusual, very out of pocket, and you are more likely to see them trying something strange than just the traditional trading match. Dubs, do you have any thoughts about how this would go?
Well, I'm thinking Lerms don't really have a place on this. I'm thinking it's probably going to be tradey. The only thing DPS may be able to pull out of the bag here is some kind of brawl strat, but it's difficult on this map. I mean, it really is challenging.
A lot of good cover against Lerms here.
I think SA overall is slightly better on the tradey game, so I'd expect SA to win this map. But DPS have pulled off a couple of early upsets, so it's difficult to tell. I really don't know.
There is also something to say for DPS could try a fast brawl with, say, Gargoyle and the Executioner and the linebacker, just very fast push brawlers and just hug the low ground. It's not a strategy I've seen played to a lot of success, but it seems that whenever somebody tries to brawl on Rubelite, that's their immediate go-to strategy.
DPS is now locked. Smoke Adders is on the clock.
Yeah, if you're brawling on this map, you kind of have to approach on the low ground. You can't approach on the high ground, otherwise you take too much damage. But once you're on the low ground, if your opposing team is quick and judicious on their setup on the high ground, it's really hard to push into them. I think if I was going to take a guess, I'd say SA are going to win this one, and I don't want them to. I don't want them to, but it would be interesting for the last drop.
Are you picking sides? Yeah, you're right.
No, I'm trying not to.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Bakery.
I'm actually pretty amazed at the turnout of this match so far. It's really been super entertaining.
Yeah, from the point of view of a fun finish for streaming, if Smoke Adders win this one, then it all comes down to Terra Therma. And that Terra Therma, because of the layout of Terra Therma, you can have some really interesting and fun things happen there.
I really want to see mech go up top there. I want to say it's, what, Golf 6 on top of the volcano? Something like that.
Okay, both teams are locked. We're going to launch. Let's see what happens. Everyone start biting your fingernails. Clutching your pearls. Shuffling in your seats.
Oh, the haze of Rubelite, where you can see everything. It's well, it looks like piss, doesn't it? Nope, I was very much above it. If you go below, it really just looks like shit, doesn't it?
Come on, Dio, we gotta see their mechs.
Yep, well, we can't see anything yet until they actually start loading in.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I am eager to see how this plays out.
Alright, here we go. Mechs are dropping in, looking at DPS first. This time with all the time in the world, because they've got a long prep. Alright, we've got Direwolf in the Death Strike with double Gauss and Laser Vomit. We've got a 5-ER large laser Annihilator 1P from Juice, Weapon W in the ERPPC Summoner again. Actual Walrus. I've never seen a Walrus play MechWarrior before, but he's playing 2 Gauss and 1 ERPPCs. We've got Good Pants with the 5 medium pulse, not large pulse, Wolfhound. And we've got Syso with the Phoenix Hawk 5 medium pulse, 1 ER small, probably just to fit an extra heat sink or 2. And 5 medium pulse Vulcan with Lion's Cub.
Wow, these guys are just marching straight forward to Theta. Yep. It's gonna be the Wolfhound against the, I don't know what the other one is.
Rick 88 with the medium pulse Wolfhound. I'm assuming that's gonna be a medium pulse Vulcan as well, right behind. Looking at Smoke Adders' line. There it is. We've got Vindicated with the Vapor Eagle. That's gonna be ERPPCs again. Yep.
And Smoke Adders just barely got Theta.
Yeah. PPC Executioner. Unfearing with the Annihilator 1P, again with 3 ER large lasers, 2 ER PPCs. Psyche with the Nightjeer, and we've got Gauss and Vomit. And I'm sure I've missed a mech somewhere and all that.
So, as expected, both teams going predominantly tradey long range.
Yep. Looking at the center of the map, Smoke Adders has taken a 2 cap, DPS has taken a 2 cap, and no one has gone for Epsilon. Smoke Adders holding the low ground, but they've got plenty of Overwatch on their back hills. DPS has about the same amount of mechs actually up on the hills, and then where are the rest of their mechs?
Walrus has taken a lot of damage. He's just dropped down to the low ground now. He's in trouble. 55%. He's being hunted. 45%. He's going to go down very quickly now.
He is open, and it seems that the Wolfpack smells blood. They do.
Yep.
Yeah, this could
DPS's
be the beginning
Wolfpack
of the
is
end.
looking to dive into.
DPS Wolfpack was trying to run to
they were
save
late,
Walrus,
and they're diving into Smoke Adders' Wolfpack, but it looks like they've gotten a little worried and they've backed off now. Lots of trading going on in the background between the two backlines of snipers. Not really interesting though. The interesting stuff seems to be happening here. DPS slowly pushing Smoke Adders out, but Smoke Adders is still holding that Theta cap. No one taking Epsilon yet, so there's still just a 2 versus 2 cap.
No real reason for either team to push for Epsilon at the moment. They're both in a death battle. Yeah.
Direwolf saying, and I'm not used to seeing any heavy wolf, any heavy large lasers in comp, but he has the open arm, so that Goss is waiting to go at any second.
The early death of the Niger takes a lot of DPS off the battlefield.
And Smoke Adders is grabbing Kappa, and it seems that DPS is finally sending somebody back around to go for Epsi.
Can they afford it?
I'm not sure.
With the mech down.
The Rax and Bronco pushing forward. They're almost kind of in a bowl here. If, Lions Cubs pushing in underneath with Syso. Direwolf's Mark II is in really rough shape. And looking at the Smoke Adders line, their snipers are not anywhere near as hurt. Aquanatus is very close. He's probably been working with Direwolf for a long time now, and looking at that, he's still fairly fresh armor-wise. His left torso is kind of hurt, and that's the one that has 2 of the 3 PPCs, correct?
Smoke Adders have now got 2 mechs in the red in terms of armor. They need to be cycling out now.
Oh shit, sorry.
Dio, no!
I've left the map up this whole time. Fuck.
Oh dude, come on.
Apparently it takes quite a few CSPS to catch them up. Yep, it's gonna be a mostly radio cast, isn't it?
Dio, is this your first radio cast?
Pretty much.
That is a rite of passage.
Yeah, I've never.
It is, yeah, everyone does.
I've never cast that, so. Yeah, I would have taken that down if I was paying attention. At least you know, I managed to pull off 2 matches before that happened, right? Direwolf's Mark II is about to fall. That's so confusing, Direwolf. Yeah, he's been stripped. All he's got left is 2 lasers. And John Bronco's pushing up around the corner. He's probably going to pop. Oh, Weapon W, though, with the Summoner is able to kind of push him back. Direwolf manages to survive to fight a little bit longer.
I mean,
I don't
overlay off.
Yeah,
we got it. We got it.
Long overdue now. I wish somebody had hopped in here quicker in the chat though. But I mean, there's a 5-minute delay, so there's no way of.
Look, they can see some of the match. It's not that bad.
DPS are very red now, and they're a mech down. It's not looking good for them. They could still pick off a few kills here. Vindicator's in trouble. Seikir is in trouble. John Bronco is also in trouble.
Yeah, everybody in Everybody in
One thing
DPS seems to be in the red here. I think the snowball's about to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This map has so much fog of war though that it's really hard to. It would be nice if there was a way to turn off the fog for the spectator. There probably isn't. I just don't know about it.
Yeah, the sky. I mean, you go up too far and it turns into.
Yeah, so it's really hard to get a good overwatch of the field, just because like you back out and everything just goes piss yellow. Yeah, DPS is managing to hold out with these really hurt mechs. Annihilator 1P here. He's still got 4 ER large on this very hurt Annihilator, which is pretty strong. Yep, and he's just picked off Vindicated with his very hurt Annihilator. Summoner Weapon W just goes down. That's a bad loss this early. You want that to be one of the last mechs to drop. Aquanatus' Executioner still looking very strong with 3 ER PPCs at this range. Lion's Cub's pushing up the hill. He's going to probably dive the Executioner, try to do something about him. But those micro pulses, he cannot handle brawling that.
He's going for Direwolf saying now. That's a good move.
Yep.
He can get the kill on this guy. Wow. He's got his back
Lion's
turned
Cub
around.
coming back up yet again.
Oh, Direwolf must be a stick. Quintus.
Yeah, he needs that Vulcan to get in range and actually take those micro pulse to his face.
Yeah, you're right, Tios. The snowball is well underway. Good fight though.
See if Lion's Cub can rake out any more kills. We have 4 Smoke Adder players all in the red. Aquanatus is rightfully hiding. Nope, he's gonna expose.
The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
Oh. Well, there you go. Points victory. Smoke Adders take it.
Wow.
2 for 2.
We are
2
going
wins
to
each.
a tiebreaker, Terra Therma.
Yeah. Tiebreaker. Final drop. This is the stuff we love, especially for streaming. It's all
Yep,
down
unfortunately
to
what
the
everyone
last drop.
doesn't love is watching the map strat and not actually seeing the match.
I thought my arrows provided a pretty good
Juice with the
counter.
Annihilator 1P and top damage, even though their team could not pull off the win, right?
A pretty even damage spread in SA though.
Juice got amazing damage.
Yeah,
there. And that's
872.
quick
The
play
Annihilator
damage.
1P on a map like this with a high position can do a lot of work. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the rest of his team to capitalize on. Meanwhile, the rest of Smoke Adders is looking very flat for damage. They've all done really well together.
Hashtag bring back the map strat.
Alright, don't let me forget this time. We're looking at Terra Therma, so you guys draw your penises and then remind me to put it back down.
I will make sure to remind you. No.
Terra Therma, team swap, and things. Alright, let me do my work.
Alright, so really there's only one thing I care about in Terra Therma, and that's just Team 1 putting somebody up in Fox 6. Everything else can happen as it happens. Team 1, obviously, going for Epsilon and Sigma, and then for their third cap, they have a choice of fighting for Theta with the 2 choke point ramps up that everybody has come to hate, or if they're feeling cheeky, then mid-game they could go for a back cap of Kappa. Excuse me. Let's see, if they're doing a brawl push, some teams have actually gone around through G8 and G7 in order to cover their approach. However, it seems DPS doesn't want to do any brawl rushes in tonight's matchup, which is fine. Oh, DPS is... no, I mean SA, so then forget that. SA is not going to do a brawl rush at all. They're going to be trading from the center, maybe put a mech up in Fox 6. SA hasn't brought Lerms once, but if they want to bring Lerms, then Fox 6 would be the right time to do it. DPS, obviously, oopsies, wrong arrow color. DPS, obviously, going for Kappa and Gamma. And then moving up to the center, if they have any range mechs, it could be set up in the H7 little background here. Let's see. And Terra is honestly one of my favorite maps for comp. Even though, in my opinion, the teams, the map geography is a little bit lopsided in Team 2's favor, it is still one of my favorite maps for comp.
So do you expect Smoke Adders to put something in Fox 6?
Expect? No. Hope? Yes. And the bigger mech, the better. I want a Supernova A up there with ATMs. That's what I want to see. But I don't think that's what's going to be done.
Now, wait, Teos, weren't you watching the stream in Discord?
Yes.
How did you not see the map strat?
Because you're streaming MWO to me directly.
Ah, damn, that sucks.
Yep.
So you had no idea. That sucks.
Nope.
I wonder if is there a way for me to multi-stream and use that to stream to Discord as well?
You just gotta keep an eye on what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage making that
There's a
mistake,
lot of
everyone.
shit to keep track of when you're doing this.
You have like 4 monitors though, right? One of them can't have the OBS preview.
It has. Well, it does have the OBS preview on it, but I just, I'm looking at other things at the same time, right? But yeah, I should have noticed it. I feel bad that I didn't. I remembered to do it the previous 2 matches, and then for some reason I forgot on Ruby.
You need a mental checklist when you're streaming.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I used an actual physical checklist back when I was doing casts. Let's see.
Yeah, but you're banned from casting, so shut up. I just found out about that today, so I'm gonna rub it in his face a little bit.
You are. It hurts. Let's see. Is anybody casting who's playing tonight? I believe it's. Does KDCM have a B team?
They do. It's in Div. Is it in Div C or D?
Well, somebody said TSLL against KDCM, and I didn't know if KDCM had a Div B team had a B team or not.
Oh, Dio McGoat is asking whether we've got numbers for a scrim tomorrow.
You can post it in the 7v7s to see if we can make it happen. It's very short notice.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It would be nice. We would get our asses handed to us, but it would be nice.
Yeah, we would.
Let's see. Alrighty. They're still trying to decide their mechs. Let's look at their spawns while we wait. Rick and Firax and Alpha Lance. Obviously, that's not very surprising, as they're the 2 light pilots. However, if they have 2 lights going for Sigma, that does lead me to believe that they will be back capping for Kappa.
I'm betting one of them's going for Sigma, and the other one is the Fox 6 mech. Although Beta and Alpha Beta's actually closer to Fox 6, isn't it?
DPS is running. Okay, I was concerned there because they just swapped, but they were originally full Bravo and Charlie, so I was very confused. But nope, they are full Alpha Bravo. Not even a single light mech in Charlie to grab Kappa.
All right.
That is surprising.
Team 1 is locked. Team 2 is almost ready. I have closed the map strat. closed the map strat.
Okay, both teams locked. Back to what I'm doing now, reality. Let's do it!
Last
We're launching.
match, Smoke Adders versus DPS. Who's gonna win?
And it's the tiebreaker 2v2.
It is the tiebreaker, the final countdown.
Now, as far as this tournament goes, though, it just basically means one team walks with 3 points and one team walks with 2 points, correct?
Yeah, I'm just trying to hype it up because that's what we do. Stop peeing on me. Go away, dear.
There's no additional points for winning, though, as far as I remember, right?
No. DPS, considering their seed at the bottom of the league, they've done extremely well tonight. Even if they lose this final drop, they've done very well. It's been a really good match.
It is too dark. I need to close a window.
All right.
Bring in the Annihilator 1P, even on Terra Therma. Wow.
I can approve of that. The Annihilator 1P has a lot of potential. Vindicated in the Veagle 2 with LBX and PPCs. Aquanatus in the Executioner again with 3 PPCs. Old Man Meat Launcher in the Flea diving towards a cap. Psyche's in the Nightjeer H with Ultras and AC2s. 1P with ER Large and PPCs again. And
pretty standard from what we've seen.
Therex in an Osiris pushing towards Theta.
Interesting pick of the Osiris.
We've got Good Pants in the Vulcan, 5 medium pulse. Syso in a K9, assuming that's going to be also 5 medium pulse. The larger tonnage for DPS. Thelis is in a Nightjeer B with Ultra 5s and 10s. Direwolf's in the Victor 9A1 again with Ultra 5s and 10s. Juice in an so this is all DACA in their big tonnage. And
wow.
Weapon W is probably in a PBC Summoner. Yep, that's correct.
This is a full DACA push from DPS. I'm curious to see how
Smoke Adders has taken the 3 cap. They've got mechs on the Fox 7 hill, and they've got mechs pushing all the way around. Executioner Aquanatus with the long shots, but he's by himself over here. Although he's got Vindicated's Veagle coming up behind him. Although that's not a lot to work with. He's only got the 1 PPC for the range.
Unfortunately, no one has gone on top of the Fox 6 hill. Oh wait, nope. Somebody's going up. Somebody's climbing.
Ah, it's Rick88 in an Assassin. I didn't even see him. What's he got on this thing? An SRM Assassin. I don't think he's going to do very much up there. So
why is he up there?
He's going to, yeah, he's going to look for the bomb. He's going to drop down on somebody and shoot them in the butthole.
Not the best make for that. Maybe you could get some good strikes in.
Smoke Adders right now has the most control of the map. They're covering Theta very well. No one can push up on that. Meanwhile, over on the right here, we have Lion's Cub and the Wolfhound facing off against the Osiris and the Flea. Actually, they're backing off as well. So I don't think anything's actually going to happen there on the
Rick
left.
is just up there waiting for his chance to dive. Also die, maybe. I don't know. That is a very volatile and unsafe strat. But I'm very curious to see how it'll pay off here.
DPS have got 3 mechs pushing over to the left. They're not doing anything while they're on that push, but if they can get some damage in behind... Old Man Launcher is in danger in his Flea, but he's got support from the Osiris. What is that, Therex? What is he in?
Very, very, very spread out fight right now.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like the Smoke Adders have DPS on the back foot though, pushing them down the hill. They've got the 3 cap.
Therex is being focused. The Smoke Adders, he's gone down. Old Man Meat Launcher in the Flea is in danger if he's not careful. But now he's got
a
long
brawl
range
happening
back
here
up.
on is that Sigma cap? Yep, Saiso's going to take the cap with Good Pants.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at Sigma where I was calling that.
Virax is already. This is just. I feel like the Osiris is just not a tanky enough choice for this.
So Smokeadder's down a mech now. That's an early loss for them.
Yep. Therex says
See if
that
they can
his
recover.
Osiris may have been stuck in the terrain. I suppose that's possible.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Now, I don't understand why here, but DPS hasn't actually bothered to flip Sigma, even though they control the area.
And
So-
they're currently behind on caps.
Yep,
Their opponent has a
130
3
points
cap.
now behind, and
Wow.
one of these 3 mechs could easily be capping Sigma. Don't really understand why they haven't dealt with that already. It's almost like they haven't paid attention to what's going on.
Unfearing is on his own in a nanny.
Unfearing's Annihilator 1P is about to be surrounded by 3
Yeah.
lights,
He's
His
being
wall-
pushed by 3 lights. If he's not careful, he's going to die. If they go for legs,
and
he's
there is
screwed.
no help anywhere to be seen for him.
Unfearing wall against the back against the wall, getting wolf packed. Did I just say wall against the back?
Yep,
Okay.
that's going to put them down 2 mechs very quickly.
Yep. Saiso and the Wolfhound seems to be pretty close to death, but they looks like Unfearing will be dropped before that can occur.
Yep, Unfearing down to 20%.
Or
And there he
Saiso
goes.
Ribbon Neck.
Meanwhile,
Self-destruction.
Smoke Adders has a 4 cap and 500 points on the clock already.
Excellent wolf pack play by DPS there.
And DPS now going for Theta, but it seems
Psyche
like
goes down.
Psyche gave his life. to
Again,
select
they
that.
haven't even flipped Sigma. They may be
Now
able to
Flea's
take
going
Theta
in.
here, but
Flea's going in to slow down Theta, but he's getting caught up, and now the SA pack returns.
SA's got a 4-on-3 fight here. As long as they can get out of the line of fire of these 3 mechs on the left. It looks like they're now going to be trapped in a kill box though, so this could swing back the other way very quickly. Looking at DPS's mechs, 4 of them are extremely hurt.
All of DPS is very banged up, except for good.
If DPS managed to take Vindicator down and then the Attis, then I think it's over for Smokeadders.
DPS is flipping Theta back to a 4 cap. That failure to flip Sigma earlier is probably going to cost DPS this match.
And Rick
the
and
points.
Rick is just turning and running, and the Flea, and now that he has Theta, he's gonna run too. Vindicated is stuck. However, Aquanatus is bailing too. It seems all 3 mechs are just gonna go and spread out in order to win on the cap game.
They have to. They've got no choice.
Smart move on DPS's part.
If Aquanatus can pull range and just plink
Or
at
on,
them to stop the FC
Smoke
cap,
Adder's part, actually.
then
Yeah, DPS totally failed to cap Theta well, and they completely missed Sigma earlier when they had the opportunity to take that.
SA
Interesting.
just needs to hold on to a single point. It's gonna come down to Good Pants and Old Man Meat Launcher on Sigma, and Aquanatus is seeming to be willing to give his life in order to slow down the Epsi cap. However, this does seem like in SA game. I don't think the points can be cleared.
Yeah, there's
Rick's
no way out
assassin
this.
is very close to diving on Weapon Master's summoner.
Let's see if he can get
I
the
think he's going
kill.
to take the summoner
and
down. Yep.
And he whiffs the shot. He misses. Oh my goodness.
And Smoke Adders wins the 5th match on caps.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, this is interesting. Damn. These teams are more closely matched than I thought they'd be, considering the seedings. This is really, really good watching.
Aquanatus with the Executioner again, very high damage. And Weapon W, not surprising in the PPC Summoner, also taking number 2 damage. I'll leave that up on screen. Do you want to see if Level and Rick want to come in here and say hello?
I can ask, yeah.
Yep. See if we can. If Level wants to come in and say hi.
So, if DPS had stopped to grab Sigma when their 3 lights are over there, they would have probably won that round.
Grabbing our Discord link for Rick.
Yeah, Rick is going to join us.
Alright. Did you PM the link to him?
I will do. Oh, I don't have the permalink. Can you DM it to
hang on.
me?
Rick is ready to be dragged down.
Okay. Hey Rick, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you guys doing?
Ah, pretty good. We're just waiting on Level to get in here.
Yeah, Level's coming.
That's what she said.
Rick, well played. Good matches. Jeez, we were on edge. This whole thing has been like really interesting. Wow, great play, both teams.
Yeah, we managed to pull our head out of our asses, so that was fortunate for us.
What did you think about the first 2 matches with the LRMs?
And you know, I didn't have a ton of fun, so that sucked. But you know,
Lynx is here too. Welcome, Lynx.
No, that's Lynx, not Level.
Oh, sorry, that's no, that is Lynx.
Yeah, we need
Well,
Level.
we'll
we
see.
need Level. We
Yes.
need Level. Go away, Lynx.
Level is the team leader of DPS.
God damn it! I've been drinking.
But yeah, no, they had really good aim with the lerms, and so I just couldn't get
Did
away.
you just
in
say
time.
aim with lerms?
Say what?
Did you just say aim with lerms?
Yeah, they had great aim. Like, they managed. I'm pretty sure they were focusing my right leg first, and then they got me. So I wasn't expecting the Lerm 140 or whatever it was I ran into.
Yeah, I thought it was really surprising having that pocket full of lermers behind the boat on Frozen City, or Forest Colony.
All right,
rather.
Level is here.
Hey,
Thank
Level.
you, Level. Thank you, Level and Rick. Really good games. Yeah, carry on talking.
Level, tell us about the lerms.
So Rick can attest to this. We scrimmed a lot together because we didn't think full hell that we would get matched up on week 1. So week 1 and week 2, we scrimmed the shit out of each other with, right? And I was in the scrims. I was doing a brawl rush on Forest, and it was working, and then it worked, and then it worked, and then one scrim, they finally expected it and hard countered it, right? Because I was like, okay. So when I found out we got matched up, I was like, all right, they're going to expect a rush. So what can we do to hard counter them? And because we expected them to pull all their mechs out to the water, which didn't happen. But I mean, by putting our learn boats by the boat, They left us open to the left, but they only had like the grasshopper and something else over there, so we weren't terribly scared of them because every time they exposed, we could get locks on them, and it drove them back into cover.
So what you're saying is your plan was to counter-strat their counter-strat.
Big brain stuff, right?
Well, it worked.
Well, not all of my counters worked. As you saw, Rubelite, our Night Gear, got picked off pretty. He threw, kind of potatoed a little bit, got his butt picked off. Dropped.
So no one really saw anything on Rubelite because I had the map strat up for the first 5 minutes.
God damn it, Dan.
Observing in from the outside, it seemed like DPS did the unexpected for the first 2 drops, and it paid off, and it was sweet to watch. But SA took the lead when it came to trading.
Yeah, I
only slightly, but they had the
He has
skill
some
advantage there.
legendary pilots over there.
Yeah, they got both teams are really strong tonight. I mean, it was a good matchup, but SA definitely had the advantage in trading.
Yeah.
On Terra Therma, how did you guys miss the Sigma cap?
I'm not 100% certain. I was kind of dealing with my son at the time.
Oh, okay.
But from what I from what I understand, talking to the team and stuff, they tried. Someone airstriked it, and then that Annie, which we didn't expect to be where it was, had Overwatch over Sigma. So our team was getting pressured a bit, the main line. So we figured rush the Annie, drop him. And I knew they had a lot of injured mechs. I figured we could have took Theta, pop the mechs that were cored in the side torsos, and then spread out Cap. Which, I think you said, in hindsight, if we did take Sigma, or at least stop their Cap on Sigma, at the very least, it would have bought us the extra time we needed to pull off what we ended up pulling off there at the end. But
Yeah,
we really
that
needed to do
let
like
them
a
bank a
sooner.
lot of. They were able to bank a lot of points towards the win in the end by holding
Yeah.
Sigma that long.
Yeah, absolutely. But my team, other than I think 2, everyone are absolutely new to comp and stuff. So
Okay.
I think they did good. It's the smoke getters we're talking about. I mean,
Yep.
these dudes, yeah, they kicked some ass today. I'll give them that. Also, I'm sorry about Caustic. That's just unfair. Fucking 900 damage in Lerms. I'm sorry about that.
I mean,
But he said you had really great aim with your Lerms.
Yeah, I haven't seen such aim before, so I was really impressed. And so I finally had to take ECM on one of the fleas, which I didn't really want to, but no, that was great. It was some good matches.
Rick, if you don't mind me asking, since all three of the casters sort of noticed this on our own, what is the reasoning behind the Annihilator 1P with 3 ER large and 2 ER PPCs?
So I wasn't crazy. That Annie was a mixed build.
Yes, it
Wow.
was.
It's a kitchen sink thing. It's we can't reveal all the crazy stuff that happens behind the scenes, but just leave it be at that. We don't understand it either ourselves, but it works.
I love that answer. Well done.
Okay
Bravo.
then.
I think the range is kind of nice, and then the lasers are great for the 19th out, but the front-loaded pinpoint is nice as well. So I'm very likes to try things out.
I believe that's the only thing I had to ask. Dubs or Dio, do you have anything to ask them?
Nope, I'm pretty good here.
No, I just want to say it's been a great match to cast, and both teams played really well. They did some unexpected things. Both teams walk away with some points. Wow, I couldn't ask anything more from a caster's point of view.
Now
Yeah,
I will
thanks
say
for casting, guys.
I will say this, Rick. Next time, if we ever go toe to toe in a comp again, I'm not going to try to outtrade you. I'm just gonna fuck you over with either Lerms or just NSR you. We tried trading you. We tried to do that high skill stuff. It didn't work out for us. I mean, we didn't do bad, right? But in the end, you guys still were superior. So, hats off to you guys. I hope you guys have a great season.
We got a lot of new people to comp, and that's just, you guys are working hard, and it shows, and it was good playing against you guys. So Except for the learn part.
So we're going to close out the stream here. Good hunting, both of you teams, for the rest of the season. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
It doesn't look like we have another stream to go with, so I'll probably raid Birdbrain or Casual Joker. And you think either of those guys are the better one to raid?
Don't
No
know.
opinion.
I don't know. That's there's so many new people streaming MechWarrior. I have no idea who some of them are.
However, for those who are currently in the audience, do stay tuned as there is a match tonight. TSLL against KDCM Div B team, I think.
And who's streaming it?
I don't know if there's a shoutcaster assigned to it yet. Give me one moment.
Ooh.
I'm sure we can throw something together.
Thanks for the cast, guys. We
actually,
appreciate it.
I believe Konglord is casting it.
Okay, so yeah, watch out for Konglord. He'll stream it on his own channel, right?
No, Kong is an approved shoutcaster, so he will stream it on MWO Leagues.
Okay, so watch for Konglord on MWO League streaming. And that's Division D?
C?
C? Okay.
It's either D or C. I'm not sure.
TSLL, that's C.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a
Yeah, it should be a
team.
good one.
Quite the explosive weekend with the KDCM getting the upset and getting a drop off of EMP. Oops against Black Omen 4-1 in Black Omen's favor. I know it's not what everybody was expecting.
And KDCM took a match off of their opponent as well, correct?
Yeah.
KDCM fought EMP, yeah.
If you guys don't need me anymore, I'm going to head back to my team so we can debrief and figure out what went wrong and fix it for next week.
All right, thanks for stopping by, Level. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Level. Bye.
I'm going to go